Hello, hi, it's me, Taz, and I don't know. I mean, I do know. I just wanted to start recording, that's it. Again, this is not something I'm able to do usually. Like, normally, I would just fucking quit. Like, right this instant, I would quit the recording. And I probably, most likely, will not even fucking make this into a video. Or at least, my ego thinks so. My ego is like fighting against this very action right now. Also, let me just do a thing on my OBS so that I don't have a constant preview on. Okay, well, fuck. There we go. But like, I want to have a bit of a meta conversation, as I usually do, because that's where I thrive. That's what I love to talk about, is right this instant, in this very moment, how do I feel? And I feel not so bad, because I'm playing a video game that I love at the same time, so this is not pre-recorded stuff. This is a noitaran that I've been going for quite a few hours now. I don't really have a specific goal. Those who know would recognize that I already have. I've done the 34 orb run, which, by the way, took me like over 30 hours to do. I fucking grinded so much for that run, for that achievement. But that's besides the point. I mean, it kind of isn't, because the point of this video is to just embody whatever I'm feeling right now, right? Which sounds really weird, but what I mean is I have to allow myself to be me as I am, and I don't want to feel or think that all my videos have to be like in a way conditional. Like, I don't want to make videos only when I feel like the subject matter, the action, the theme, or whatever the fuck is appropriate or whatever. Because what I ultimately want to be able to do is to be able to make a video about anything. And I'm not succeeding at that. I'm not keeping that promise. I'm not upholding myself to that standard. Or I'm not allowing myself to set the standard, quote unquote, low. Even though that's not, like, there's this like weird hierarchical thing that's happening in my mind when I think about, like, okay, what video should I make? What video can I make? What video am I allowed to make? Like, none of these, like, these are like non-existent dichotomies. I'm not sure if I'm using that word right. But as if there are like videos that I'm allowed to make, that are good to make, that are useful, or something like that. It's about like these weird conditions versus not having any conditions. And if I don't have a condition for making this video, for example, then I can't make it. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's like right now this video has a condition to be made, right? I've given it a condition. This video has to evoke some kind of feeling in the viewer, or to like receive feedback from you about these feelings that I have, or to, for example, just hear you out. Not necessarily like feedback, but like just what are your thoughts? Like, there's that. There's a condition. Now I can make this video. There's a purpose for this video. Whereas what I actually want is to be able to make a video without having to think about that kind of thing. Because when I think about that kind of thing before I start making a video, it becomes almost impossible to justify certain videos. Because before I commit to making that video, the bar that I set, the conditions that I set for making that video, are way too fucking high. Way too high. It has to be perfect. There has to be like zero stuttering. Everything has to be pre-planned. There's no like all this fucking stupid fucking stuff, you know? And there, like, one condition, I just thought about it, like, there had no pauses, no fucking pauses whatsoever. Which is like, oh, it's so fucking dumb. Or I have to use this microphone. Like, right now I'm using the Shure SM57, which is one of the best fucking microphones ever, in terms of practicality and usability and all that. It's literally the fucking jack of all trace or card of whatever the fuck, okay? It works for everything. I love this microphone. But for voice, I do prefer my usual microphone. My favorite microphone for my voice is the SE Electronics SE4100. That is my absolute favorite. But if I started, like, if I would not be recording this video otherwise, I would not be allowed to record this video if I didn't have that microphone. If I set that standard for this video, I would not be recording this right now. I would have to change the microphone. And you might think, like, okay, well, change the microphone and then do the video. But you don't get it, because I already said there's multiple of these standards, these conditions that I set, not just one. It keeps piling up. And the moment I start doing that, the moment I start convincing myself that there are these standards that I have to uphold myself to, that are completely, like no one gives a fuck about these things. No one. Unless it's a very specific thing. But even then, like, there are a fuck ton of, like, gear review stuff that are completely and utterly fucking lazy. There's, like, zero fucking effort put into them. But they might say something insightful, genuinely insightful, even though there's, like, minimal editing and, like, whatever the fuck. And there's, like, there's value there, even though, like, the production quality and all that stuff is, like objectively not that great. But there's some value still there. And I feel like I have to let go of this attitude that keeps completely and utterly just destroying any chance at me making anything. Not just videos. Anything. Like, I'm slowly just, like, I'm noticing, like, it's not that I've completely lost the ability to make art just for the sake of making art. I fucking love doing art. I fucking love doing all my hobbies. Music, fucking drawing, Blender, videos, and whatever the fuck, right? Even writing. I write sometimes, believe it or not. And I'm having so many thoughts right now. It's really hard to, like, put it into words. Like, I guess the whole point to this thing right now, what I'm trying to say, is that, I guess, you know what? What I'm really trying to say is that set the bar low. You don't have to set high expectations for fucking everything you do, okay? And I feel like I do that unknowingly very often. I'm not even, like half the time I'm not really even aware of this self-sabotage that I'm doing, that I'm actively engaging in. And I think, well, it's not just I think, I know that there are a fuck ton of artists doing the same thing. And not just artists, just any people. No matter what you're doing, like, you probably have this, like a very similar problem. But I think creatives especially suffer from this thing. I'm not the first person to point this out, okay? They probably have talked to you about this in school or something. I've had this fucking repeated to me 1 billion times in my school, okay? And I agree with it. Yet I hypocritically do not apply the same advice to me, which is really odd. But I mean, hey, that's humans in general. It's just this constant, like there's no room for self-love or acceptance, or, like, everything has to be conditional. I'm not allowed to get praise unless I do something great. But even then, like, who fucking decides whether something's great or not? Okay, someone might fucking like, I could genuinely think that someone taking a shit, like dropping a fat load of shit on the floor in front of me, is, like, impressive in some kind of way. But in their head, they're like, ooh, look at me, I'm fucking disgusting and this is embarrassing. But I think that's fucking awesome. I would never be able to do that. I could genuinely think that way. It doesn't have to be a ridiculous, like, hypothetical like that. It can be like anything, any one thing, okay? The reason I'm using such an absurd example is so that it sticks better. Because what I'm trying to illustrate that nothing's Like, it can be anything, okay? And I'm not the one who, like, say I was the one who dropped the fat load of shit on the fucking ground, on the floor, or whatever. Like, I'm not the one who decides for the outside viewer whether that's like an impressive thing or a cool thing or a disgusting thing. They feel whatever the fuck they feel about it in that moment. I can't change that. People are going to judge anything you do in any possible way, and they're free to do so. And you can do the same thing for yourself. You can, believe it or not, think that what I'm doing, if I say you're now the fucking shitter, you're the one shitting on the floor. You're free to think that you're doing like an awesome thing, or a bad thing, or something, I don't know, anything. And you're free to think that. But I think there are so many fucking things, like scenarios where we actively fight against that you can't feel that way or something. You're not allowed to feel that way. Some stupid shit like that. I don't know. I've completely lost the plot. I don't know what this video is about anymore. Someone can translate it for me, my thoughts, because right now, playing Noita at the same time is not really helping. It's not really helping me. I can tinker here good. I didn't collapse this holy mountain yet. I'm looking for a black hole spell because I can't just dig with explosives. It's slow and annoying. It's bothersome. So I want a black hole spell. And then I'm set, basically. I already have healing. I have also, I should change that. Actually keep that. Copies of every spell. Yep. Do that. Yep. I'm gonna do this real quick. Ouch. But I don't know. Again, like the feeling that I'm fighting against right now is that this video is stupid. This video has zero fucking structure. What I'm saying is probably not making any fucking sense because I'm not articulating it well enough. Stuff like that. That's what I'm fighting against right now. Whereas I want to be able to make this video without thinking about that kind of stuff. Because not everything I make has to be perfect. It literally cannot fucking be perfect. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to fucking learn to convince myself of that. Because I don't fully believe that clearly. Because if I did, I would be able to make videos like this all the fucking time. Which I cannot. I want to. I want to be able to do this. But I've convinced myself that this is stupid and offers no value. Which might be true for some people. For some people, I would hate to watch a video like this, personally. I would turn it off immediately, probably. Like some aimless fucking yapping by this random dude that I don't know. Like, who the fuck cares? I would turn it off, honestly. I wouldn't blame you for turning this video off. But that's still fine. That doesn't change that person. Like, say I wasn't me. Like this video that you're currently watching was made by someone else, and I am you, the viewer or whatever. I'm one of the viewers. Like, me thinking that this video is fucking stupid. This video offers me no fucking value. I think this person is crazy, and I think they should get help or something. Like, me thinking that does not change that person in any way. It doesn't change their value or anything inherent about them. But, and I know that, and I know that too, as a viewer. But from the point of view of the creator, which I am, for some reason, I am not allowing myself to think that way about myself. And that bothers me. That bothers me and feels wrong because if someone else came to me with this stuff, I would tell them, like what I've already said, that it doesn't matter. It does not matter, and you should just let go. So why can I not do the same thing for me? That's what I'm fighting against right now. Those are just my current demons. Like, sure, I would love to make a video that had like perfect lighting, the perfect setting, the mood is just right. I score an entire fucking soundtrack for it. I use a variety of different camera angles to emphasize, to evoke a certain specific feeling, different focal lengths, different filming techniques, all this stuff, right? I would fucking love to make a video like that. And I could. And the thing is, I could too. But the problem arises when that's every fucking video you have to make. Has to be this perfect piece of media. This fucking flawless thing, right? That's not good, right? That's fucking stupid. I think you're stupid for thinking that way. I understand where that feeling comes from, but letting those feelings, those thoughts, drive you and all your actions is dumb. It is dumb. It's understandable, but it's also dumb. Again, I understand why some people, I'm just going to use a very disturbing example, but why some people hurt themselves physically. I understand the psychology behind that. And it's not just like this one thing, there can be a fuck ton of reasons for that. But I can understand that thing while also acknowledging that that thing is ultimately very stupid. Maybe stupid's the wrong word. It is the wrong word. It's counterproductive. Not even that. That's also the wrong word. None of these words fit what I'm trying to say. It's you know what? It is just stupid. Hurting yourself because of XYZ reason is dumb. It is stupid. It leads to no good. Maybe you feel slightly better for doing that later. You feel it's justified. You feel, I deserve this. But what's that going to do to you in the long run? Same thing with this that I've been talking about, the video stuff. What's this going to do to me in the long run? I'm probably going to I'm probably going to hate myself much more than I already do to a certain extent. Or not even myself, I'm just going to hate making videos because it feels like this impossible task where I have to score straight A's every single time. Like that's what feeling this way, like setting these standards is going to do to me long term. So I have to learn to let go is the thing. That's the whole point. And if you struggle with the same thing, then guess what? You too. I don't know. Again, another thing, I should be able to end this video right now, but I feel like I haven't said enough. Or that I should say something more. Even though it would be completely fine for me to end this video right now as it is. But a part of me fights against that. Again, these unrealistic standards, whatever. Yeah, I guess right now I'm also thinking I just want to be able to find a black hole spell in during the duration of this video. But, I mean, that's just for me. Like, you're not gonna, like, then what? Then what? What am I gonna talk about? Like, no, I'm not gonna fucking talk about anything else, probably. In this video, I don't really feel like talking about anything else. So, yeah, in short, I should just end the video right now. That's literally what I should do. Minimal editing. I'm not gonna fucking put some obnoxious fucking music in the background, hopefully. Or something that's too distracting. Actually, you see, it just happened just now. I set another standard. No, fucking stop. Stop doing that. And just end the video and release it. Just cut off like, okay, yes, bye, goodbye. This is the end of the video. I should be able to do this. I should be able to end a video when I want to. So goodbye. Thank you. Or not. I don't care.